Hello everyone, I welcome you all in the lecture of IC engine fuel and lubricants. Today we are going to discuss about thermodynamic analysis of air standard cycles. In previous lectures we have already discussed about what is IC engine, what are the classification, how we can classify IC engine, then working of IC engine, 2 stroke, 4 stroke, either SI engine or CI engine. We have discussed in last 2 lectures all these things. So, in this lecture we will discuss about how the engine is performing from the point of view of thermodynamic analysis. How you are, because the purpose of engine is to get some work, and how you are converting the work from first law of thermodynamics from some input to the output, and this is all is happening in the form of different processes. These processes are known as thermodynamic processes. So, in this lecture we will discuss how these thermodynamic processes can be drawn on certain scales, and how the thermodynamic parameters or performance parameters are evaluated from those analysis. So, this is the contents of today's discussion: introduction, then air standard cycles, Otto cycle, thermodynamic analysis of air standard Otto cycles. Now, come to the introduction. We have in last lectures we have also discussed that how the engine works. Let this is the any engine having some valve, inlet valve, exhaust valve, and let here is a spark plug, from here exhaust, and from here charge is coming, and how this piston is moving reciprocating, and all the processes of engine like suction, then compression, then heat addition, then again expansion, then exhaust, all these processes are happening in IC engine. Because any engine, any prime mover should have some working substance. Without working substance we cannot able to convert one form of energy into another form of energy. So, in IC engine what we do, we conceptualize some standard cycle. That standard cycle is air standard cycle. Actually, here you can see in IC engine what is happening. Charge is coming. What is charge? It is mixture of fuel plus air in case of petrol engine, and in case of diesel engine it is air, only air. And after completing 4 stroke, if it is 4 stroke engine, what comes out? Exhaust, combustion products. You can see here if we talk about SI engine, here the fuel air mixture at the entry, and at exit we got combustion products. Because if you burn fuel with air at certain pressure and temperature, what we have difference of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxides, some steam, nitrogen, etc. So, at entry this is the composition, at exit this is the composition. So, here just like in steam power plant, the working substance is only steam throughout the rotation throughout the processes, but in IC engine the working substance chemical composition not remain same, it keep changing. So, how you can predict the behavior of IC engine, because it is important to evaluate its power output and efficiency performance parameters. So, what we do, we consider that only air is coming and that air is only the working substance, it is sucked, it is compressed, then heat is added not by spark plug, it is from some external heat source, and then expansion occur, we got work, and then again expelled out the air. So, throughout air is used, working substance only air in air standard cycle. So, you can the three thermodynamic analysis of IC engines can be conceptualized as ideal gas cycle, which are known as air standard cycle, where the working substance throughout the cycle is air, and another one is fuel air cycle, where you can see here in ideal cycle I have idealized the processes, I have idealized the working fluid, ideal working fluid means air, and ideal process means all the processes are reversible adiabatics, they are all reversible processes. So, idealize the process and idealize the working fluid, but in actual what is happening, we use fuel air mixture in case of SI and air and then fuel after compression in CI engine. So, we are using fuel air mixture. So, in this analysis we includes we consider idealized processes, but we go for the actual working fluid, the actual working fluid, we take actual working fluid. Then we come further, because we are going from ideal condition to the actual condition or real condition. So, ideal condition is this and we are coming to this condition. So, in an actual engine cycle we take the actual behavior of the processes, because we consider the irreversibilities in the system, and also we consider the accurate working fluid model, that we consider its chemical composition also, variation in the chemical composition of the fluid, because the working substance is not continuously same. So, these in detail we will discuss in later chapter. Now, come to the air standard cycle. We have discussed what is air standard cycle, the working substance is air, and here you can see through this diagram that here air is coming, and after completing all the processes of IC engine, air exits and again it is recirculated by rejecting some heat, and from here some external source we give the heat supplied, and here from the some cooling medium we reject the heat. So, it is you can understand from this diagram that how the air standard cycle is working. So, IC engine are non cyclic heat engines, we all know, because we are entering the charge and that is expelled out to the surrounding, it is not recirculated, that is why it is non cyclic type heat engines. Actual IC engine does not operate on ideal thermodynamic cycle that are operated on open cycle, because the actual in IC engine the combustion products goes into the surrounding, they are not recirculated. To simplify IC engines analysis, air standard cycles are conceived. So, why we go for air standard cycle? To simplify the cycle. Also, the accurate analysis of IC engine process is very complicated. To understand it well, it is advantageous to analyze the performance of an idealized closed cycle. Also, the addition and rejection of heat is considered to take place with the external reservoir, and ideally all the processes are reversible. In this, the source of heat supply and the sink for heat rejection are external to the air. So, how we develop air standard engine? This is the criteria of the creating that type of engine. Then we have to evaluate its performance, and to evaluate the performance we will take some assumptions, because without assumption you cannot prove, you cannot derive anything, because you are going in ideal condition. So, we will take air as a perfect gas, behave like ideal gas. So, we can apply ideal gas equation P v is equal to nRT. We know that the specific heats Cp and Cv we will take in this analysis as constant throughout the cycle, means from suction to exhaust, from suction to exhaust temperature is keep changing, from suction to exhaust that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so suction, compression, then heat addition, then expansion, then rejection, and exhaust out, then rejection. So, you can see that temperature is keep changing here. You are adding heat here, you are rejecting heat here, you are compressing. So, temperature is keep changing, but I have assumed that specific heat value remains same throughout the process. All processes I will consider reversible, no chemical reaction takes place inside the cylinder, means chemical composition remains same. So, now come to the air standard Otto cycle. So, in air standard Otto cycle, constant volume, it is also known as constant volume heat addition cycle, and SI engine, spark ignition engine, works on the principle of Otto cycle. You can see through this diagram, here fuel air mixture is coming, then completing the 4 strokes, the combustion products comes out to the surrounding, and we use here the ignition system in the form of some spark plug. Now, we have to evaluate its performance of the IC engine, means its thermal efficiency, because you can only predict the performance on the basis of its efficiency. So, before deriving the efficiency relation, we will discuss some formula, like here we know that I will take air as perfect gas. So, P v is equal to nRT, we will apply in this equation P v is equal to nRT. We will also apply some, because in Otto cycle the cycle is like this. If we draw on PV scale, the cycle is, ideal cycle is like this, 0 to 1 suction, then 1 to 2 compression, 2 to 3 heat addition, 3 to 4 expansion, 4 to 1 exhaust, then 1 to 0 is exhaust and 4 to 1 is exhaust blow down. So, you can see here from 0 to 1 is isobaric process ideally, but in actual practice it is not isobaric in actual cases. So, this is isobaric, then compression. We will assume that these processes in Otto cycles are follow P v की power gamma is equal to constant, means reversible adiabatic. Then 2 to 3 isochoric and 4 to 1 is isochoric also. So, for isobaric P v की power gamma is equal to constant and P v is equal to nRT. If you apply this P v is equal to nRT, then what is we can apply the we can evaluate the different relation between volume and temperatures, pressure and temperature also with the help of these two equations. So, come to the thermodynamic analysis of air standard Otto cycle. So, this is the representation of indicator diagram of the SI engine. Here pressure, here we take volume, and this is corresponding temperature entropy diagram. So, from here 6 to 1, then the 6 to 1, these are the sequence of operations. 6 to 1 is intake of air, here we are talking about air standard cycle. Say therefore, it is 6 to 1 is intake of air. Then 1 to 2 is isentropic compression. So, isentropic compression, you can draw that corresponding in temperature entropy. This is temperature entropy, isentropic means entropy constant. So, 1 to 2 here is isentropic. Then 2 to 3, 2 to 3 you see here that at point 2 pressure is less and temperature is also very less. As you spark, as you add the heat, the pressure shoot out to this point. So, pressure suddenly increased from 2 to 3, and here it is the representation of temperature. So, temperature reaches maximum value. This is the maximum temperature of the cycle and this is the maximum pressure of the cycle. Then 2 to 3 is constant volume heat input, it is given by the external source, not by spark plug in case of air standard cycle. So, 2 to 3, and you are also seeing that from 2 to 3 volume is, this volume is clearance volume and this volume is swept volume. The clearance volume, the volume 2 to 3 volume remains constant, but it is not possible practically that volume remains constant when you add heat. Piston does not wait for you that it will not move in this direction before completing the heat addition process. He has no commitment for it. It has certain RPM, it will and ideally we assume that from 2 to 3 piston remains at same place. That is why the, if we evaluate the efficiency from these relation, it is a very close approximation to the actual efficiency, and it will have the higher upper limit of the efficiency, not the exact value. The actual value will be much less from this value. Then 3 to 4 is isentropic expansion, then come to the 4 to 5 blow down. So, these all processes we can see how the properties means temperature and pressure entropies are changing. Now, come to the derivation. I am considering m kg of mass entering at this point of air. Now, we know that the efficiency, what is efficiency? It is what we get and what we have paid for it, heat supplied. So, W net from first law of thermodynamics, this W net is Q s minus Q rejected upon Q s or 1 minus Q r over Q s. So, efficiency comes out 1 minus Q 2 over Q, Q 2 is rejected part of heat which is here Q 2 and Q 1 is here heat added. So, heat supplied Q 2 to 3 is equal to m, because it is at constant volume. So, it is m Cv T 3 minus T 2 and heat rejected m Cv T 4 minus T 1. We put the values, m cancel out, Cv cancel out, because in assumption I have also considered that Cv at this point and Cv at this point are same. So, m Cv will be cancel out and we will get this 1 minus T 4 minus T 1 upon T 3 minus T 2. Now, for isentropic process, 1 to 2, this relation T 2 over T 1 is equal to V 1 upon V 2 is equal to gamma minus 1. How it comes? In last slide I have shown you that it comes from the relation if we apply PV is equal to nRT and PV ki power, because isentropic process is represented as PV ki power gamma is equal to constant. So, if from these two equation, because 2 to 3, what is 2 to 3 sorry 1 to 2, what is from 1 to 2, with the help of these two equation, if we remove p, we will get this equation T 2 over T 1 is equal to V 1 upon V 2 gamma minus 1. Similarly, T 3 over T 4 is equal to V 4 over V 3 to the power gamma minus 1. You will see here the V 4 and V 1 both are at the same volume V 1. So, this is V 1, and here V 3 and V 2 both are at same volume, let this volume is V 2. So, V 2 we write V 1 upon V 2. So, right hand side are equal for these two relations, that is why left hand side will be equal, T 2 over T 1 is equal to T 3 over T 4. Now, rearrange this equation as T 3 here, from this you can also write this equation as this T 3 upon T 2 here and T 4 here, T 4 over T 1. So, this and this both are same. Why we are doing this? Because we have to put the values of this relation T 4 minus T 1 upon T 3 minus T 2. So, we come here now, put minus 1 both side of equal, it does not make effect to this equation, and we finally able to calculate the value of T 4 minus T 1 over T 3 minus T 2 is equal to T 1 upon T 2 from this relation, and this T 1 upon T 2 from this equation is equal to V 2 over V 1 to the power gamma minus 1. So, what we get from these equations, eta is equal to 1 minus V 2 over V 1 to the power gamma minus 1. You all know that what is V 2 V 1 upon V 2, it is compression ratio, volume before compression upon volume after compression. So, V 1 upon V 2. So, if we put that compression ratio, I have written here as R k. So, eta auto is equal to 1 minus 1 upon R k to the power gamma minus 1. This is the relation for air standard Otto cycle, and you can see from here that eta auto is a function of R k, which is compression ratio, and gamma. What is gamma? Gamma is known as adiabatic index, and this gamma is equal to the ratio of specific heat Cp over Cv. Cp is specific heat at constant pressure and Cv is specific heat at constant volume. So, it is Cp over Cv. So, here eta is equal to 1 minus 1 upon R cube power gamma minus 1, which is a function of compression ratio and gamma. So, if we change the value of gamma, eta will affected, and if we change the compression ratio, eta will be affected. So, these are the shortcomings of our analysis. The thermal efficiency of the Otto cycle depends only on the compression ratio and specific heat ratio, which is gamma, and this gamma is different for different type of gases. Gases may be on monoatomic, gases may be diatomic, gases may be polyatomic. Monoatomic means having only in molecular structure having only one atom, like helium, argon, and diatomic means they are in a molecular structure, they are having only two molecules, so diatomic. If they are having more than two atoms in their molecular structure, that is known as polyatomic gases. So, air is considered as diatomic gases, and for gamma, because this is air standard efficiency, so the value of gamma is equal to 1.4. We will take in calculation gamma is equal to 1.4. So, the air standard efficiency Otto cycle serves as an upper limit to the efficiency of the SI engine. We have discussed this. In theoretical analysis, friction and heat transfer losses are neglected. In this analysis, I have taken all the reversible processes, that is why I have, because this is isentropic process, I have taken the compression, expansion, all the isentropic. So, I am neglecting the frictional and heat transfer losses. In the spark ignition engines, compression ratio is limited, because you can see from here that this diagram, when we increase the compression ratio, the eta Otto is like this. So, why not to increase, because higher the efficiency we desire. So, why it is only possible by increasing the compression ratio, but there is some limit to the compression ratio. This limit is its autoignition temperature of petrol, because if we increase very much compression ratio very high, then this T3, which is the maximum temperature, will be very higher, and if it is higher than the autoignition temperature of the petrol, which is somewhere around 280 degrees Celsius, then before the actual combustion there will be detonation or pre-ignition will be there. That is why it is limited for the compression ratio. And also if we increase the compression ratio, the maximum pressure is also raised, and this is limitation for the material strength of the cylinder, piston head and cylinder, all these things. So, there is that limit is vary from 6 to 10 approximately, 6 to 10 11 for petrol engine, and if you calculate for R c is equal to 8 R c or R k, it comes out 56%. Cylinder temperature vary between 300 to 200 Kelvin throughout the cycle. So, the value of K or gamma, here I have you can also see it as gamma. So, generally we prefer 1.3, but in case of air it is taken as 1.4, and this is the variation of with respect to the compression ratio. But if we change, because this is for air, if we replace air with some monoatomic gas, the efficiency variation will be like this, and if it is replaced by polyatomic, then it will, the variation will be like the trend will be the same, but the value will be less. And this is the factors, because you from engine what you get work output also. So, what is the effect of mean effective pressure? So, this is factors affecting work per cycle. The indicated cycle work of an engine can be increased by either two methods, increasing the compression ratio and increasing the heat transfer. From these relations, mean effective pressure, we know that mean effective pressure is equal to W net upon swept volume V 1 minus V 2. W net from the efficiency relation, if we put the value, then mean effective pressure comes out from efficiency derivation Q 1 upon V 1 R c upon R c minus 1 into eta thermal. This is eta thermal is nothing but only the air standard efficiency. So, from here you can see that mean effective pressure is a function of R c and heat added for a given inlet condition. So, this was all about for today class. In next lecture we will discuss about air standard, diesel cycle and dual cycle. Thank you.